Good evening and welcome to Wildcat Baseball here on 18 WJTS. Tonight, the Wildcats on the road to face Vincennes Lincoln. Wildcats come in after a win over the Gibson Southern Titans last night, 11-4, 31 total hits. Jasper had 18 of those in that game. 17-4 are the Wildcats. Lincoln Alice's tonight a conference opponent. It'll be Blake Mead on the hill for Tim Hutchison and the Alice's. Cody Morton will pitch for the Wildcats here this evening. We'll take a break. We'll come back to Hill Field in Vincennes right after this. Back to Hill Field in Vincennes, Cats and Alice's, as they renew this long-time baseball rivalry. On the mound is Blake Mead for the Alice's of Tim Hutchison, the head coach of Lincoln. Ethan Jones in left for the Alice's this evening. Looking at the rest of the lineup. Stoffel in center, Benson in right, Hambrick, Perdido, Jackson, and Madden the infield. David Wilson behind the plate for Lincoln this evening. Cats will send Ben Hankey to the plate. Cody Morton and Connor Foley, the first three on a sun-drenched afternoon in Knox County. First day of the really warm weather. We had a lot of wind last night at Gibson Southern, but it was blowing in. But still, 31 hits on the evening for the two combatants last night. Jasper had 18 of those, with Connor Foley and Jack Allbrand collecting a couple of hits, or 3 hits, I should say, and several other players with 2. Terry Gobert on the coaching line at third, and Jason Allbrand over at first. Again, we're at ground level, not optimal, but best we can do on the road. Here's the first pitch. It's inside him. Hankey 1-0. Wind blowing out toward right center field. Hankey waits the next pitch. This one slapped on the ground into left field for a base hit, and the Wildcats start the game off with a leadoff single against Mead. And Morton will stand in. Morton, a 3-run homer last night down at Gibson Southern. So runner at first base, pitch out of the zone, 1-0. Cats back home tomorrow against the North High Huskies in that makeup game and possible sectional preview. Mead will throw over. They'll do that a lot, or they traditionally have. Chase the runner back. At Southridge on Friday, at Forest Park on Saturday afternoon for a 1 o'clock start. Morton takes a big swing, comes up empty. Well, the Alice's defensively ready to go here with nobody out and a runner at first base for Morton. Foley waits on deck. Go back with the run. At first base. Gibson Southern actually took the 1-0 lead last night before the Cats rally back. Runner takes off. Morton skies this one back deep into left. Jones goes back near the wall, and he will watch it go. Cody Morton is homered on back-to-back nights. A 2-run shot here in the first, and the Wildcats lead 2-0. As Morton put a charge into it and jumped all over that pitch, and the Cats like that have the lead. He swung at a good pitch and put a good swing on it as well. So back-to-back hits yields 2 runs here in the first, and Connor Foley will stand in with nobody out. Alice's down 2-0 here to the Wildcats. Foley stands in. Connor a couple of hits last night, actually 3 singles. He and Allbrand both had 3 hits in the game. Foley will wait, and the pitch, and it is low. 1-1. Fastball misses inside. So Morton starts things off with a blast. 2-2 to Foley. He waits. Meade comes home. Bounces into the dirt and runs the count full. Still nobody out here in the top of the first. 2-0 Wildcats. Foley slams this one back into center, but Stoffe underneath it and will make the catch for the first out of the inning. So Chris Hedinger will be the hitter for the Wildcats. Hedinger comes in at .361, 3 home runs and 13 knocked in. Hits it on the ground in the hole between third and short, and that'll be into left field for a base hit. Third hit of the inning for the Wildcats. Hedinger, a sharply hit ground ball. Andrew Bradley will bat. Still just 1 out in the first. Alice's will play in that sectional at Princeton in 3A coming up. Meade comes home. This one wasted foul into the parking lot here at Robert Hill Field, home of the Alice's. 365 to dead center field here at Hill Field. Breaking ball in for a strike, and it is 0-2 to the Wildcat catcher Drew Bradley with Matthew Wright on deck. A lot of room behind home plate. Pass balls usually yield a runner coming in from third base if he's out there. Snap throw down to first base, and back is Hedinger at first. The 1-2. This one hit sharply to short. On to second for one. The relay back to first is high, and they don't get the runner. So a fielder's choice for Bradley is Perito. Had to field that one about head high and throw on to get the runner at second base. 2 away for Matthew Wright. Cats on top 2-0 here in the top of the first.
First baseman number 19, Matthew Wright.
So Matthew Wright gets in. 2 away and the runner at first base. Runner takes off, throw down to second base, and stolen base there for the Wildcats. Oh, 1. Right, fouls it straight back. So it's 0-2 with 2 away. Alice is trying to get out of this inning. 3 base hits so far in the first 4 of the Cats. Meade dangles that ball with his right hand, comes to the belt, checks the runner at second base and deals the right. Popped up in the infield. Meade will call for it behind the mound, and he runs into the third baseman, Hamrick, but they do get the out to end the inning, but not before the Cats strike for 2. A 2-run homer by Cody Morton will head to the bottom of the first, with the Cats leading the Alice's 2-0 here on 18 WJTS. Morton works with a 2-0 lead here. Morton on the season comes in at 3-1 with a 1.72 ERA. This will be his 4th start. 7th appearance, has worked in 20 1/3 inning. 21 hits, 11 runs, 5 earned. Struck out 21 and walked 15. Last pitched on Saturday against Carmel as Ethan Jones, the Lincoln left fielder, gets in. Alice is down 2-0. Fastball poured in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Perito and Meade to follow here in the home first for Lincoln. Ball chopped on the ground. Big hop for Atkins. Now he bobbles it and throws it away to the dugout area off the railing. So an error to begin the bottom of the first inning. Jack Albrand, who pitched last night's in left. In center, Ryan Like. In right field, Chris Hettinger. Foley, Hankey, Atkins. And right, the infield, behind the plate, Drew Bradley. Burrito, the shortstop, bats. Let's see if he's bunting. He is. Pushes it to the first base side. And Wright will pick it up and get the out. Sacrifice is successful. This is a very fast infield. That ball was pushed to first, and Wright took care of it. The sacrifice is successful, and Meade, the starting pitcher, will stand in. The Owls with a runner in scoring position. Pitch is high. 1-0 the count to the hitter, Meade. Cam Madden, the first baseman, waits on deck. Alice is down 2-0, trying to get something going against Morton. This one hit into the Alice's dugout, third base side here at Hillfield. 1-1 the count here. Alice's and the Jasper Wildcats hook up on a Tuesday night. Cats again at home with the North High Huskies tomorrow. 1-1. Fastball in for a strike from Morton. He works out ahead, 1-2. Curveball swung on and missed. Good pitch by Morton. Took something off, and hitter was way out in front. And Morton gets the strikeout.
First baseman, number 28, Cam Madden.
Here comes Cam Madden for Lincoln. Right-handed hitter. Runner at second base. Now with 2 outs. Pitch in for a strike from Morton. 2-0 Wildcats here in the home first. Lincoln at the plate, Madden. Waves that bat around the plate here at Hill Field. Another curveball in for a strike again from Cody Morton. Out in front of this hitter. The 0-2 from Cody. Into the dirt, Bradley dug it out. Runner's going to try to move up to third, and he does not make a throw. So 1-2, the Alices again have a runner at third base. And the distance between the plate and the backstop, as you can see, is massive here. Something back to the screen, and you score. The 1-2 delivery from Morton. Ball fisted foul. Out of play, and 1-2 and holding to Madden. Colin Jackson, the second baseman, waits on deck here for the Lincoln Alices. Hunter takes his lead in foul territory down the third base line. Morton in agreement with Bradley and turns it loose. Popped up, shallow center. In comes Like, out goes Atkins, and it is Like making the catch for the third out of the inning. The Alices get a base runner on the Wildcat air, but they leave him out there. Through 1, Cats 2, Alices nothing. This is Jasper Baseball on 18 WJTS. Back to Lincoln as Jasper leads 2-0 in the top of the second. Will Wallace, Ryan Like, and Jack Albrand, the scheduled hitters for the Wildcats. The pitch from Meade to Wallace is low. Cats 2-0 leaders on the Cody Morton 2-run blast. Back in the first, Meade drives it home. That is out of the zone, 2-0. Three hits in that first inning for the Cats. Meade, the 2-0, and that is low to Wallace. First 2 guys reach base. Hankey singled, then Morton homered. Stranded one as well, the 3-0. Strike outside corner to Wallace. And we'll try the 3-1. It goes low, and the leadoff man on for the second consecutive inning. As Meade walks the leadoff man, and here comes Ryan Like. He will try to lay one down. So they throw over back in time. So Meade the stretch here. Traffic on the bases all game long. Like takes it for a strike. Was not offering to bunt that one. Oh, and 1. Wallace takes his lead. Now Like is bunting, bunts it out in front of the plate. Catcher comes out of there with it, and their sacrifice is successful as Wilson throws on to first base, and Like does his job, one away. For Jack Albrand, who had 3 hits last night at Gibson Southern. So the Cats have another runner in scoring position. Coach Tim Hutchison is Jack's uncle. So Meade will throw it. Albrand bunts it down the third base line. It's foul. They've got the grassed-in baselines, and that trickled foul along the third base side. It's 0-1 to the Wildcat left fielder. Jack started on the hill last night at Gibson Southern. In that hit parade, 31 base hits in the game last night between Gibson Southern and Jasper. Cats had 18 of them. 0-1. Runner at second. Here's the pitch to Albrand. Low, blocked by Wilson. 2-0 Cats here in the top of the second inning from Hillfield in Vincennes. The 1-1. Albrand fouls it back into the net. So 1-2. Albrand pops it up third base side. Hambrick will back up on it and hang with it, 2 away. So Ben Hankey will bat. He is the shortstop. He singled and came in to score on the Morton 2-run homer last inning. And this is the second to last week of the regular season. Next week is the last week of the regular season. Then the Cats have a whole entire week off until they play Memorial Day Saturday against Harrison in the pie game of the 4A sectional at Bossy Field. This one is high to Hankey. Championship game, I believe it's noon on Memorial Day. Just a one-game deal there. Cats in the semifinal Saturday, and then the championship game Monday afternoon. Do it early in the afternoon in case you get rain. You can push it back. The 1-0 high to Ben. Cody Morton lurks on deck. 2-0 here. Runner out at second base. Wallace, he walks, sacked to second by Like. Albrand popped to third. The 2-0 to Hankey on the way. This one slugged into left center. Going back on it is Stoffel. And it's up against the wall. And Wallace will score. Hankey will be in at third with a triple. And it's 3-0 Wildcats as Hankey put a charge into it to left center field. The walk comes back to bite Meade. 4th hit of the game, 3rd run of the contest, and the train keeps on moving for Cody Morton, who hit a 2-run homer to left his last time up. Swinging a good bat. He's a good ball player. Hits it on the ground to short, and that plays the shortstop, Perito, into left field for an error, and it's 4-0 Cats. First error of the game for the Alices, and the inning continues for Connor Foley. Foley flew out to center earlier. Fouls this one away. Oh, 0-1. Connor waits. Runner takes off. Foley rips into center field for a base hit. And Morton will go up the third. Runners on the corners. Now Morton's going to try to come in to score as the Alice's didn't take care of the ball. Coming back in, and it's 5-0. We're just lackadaisical getting the ball in, and like that, the Cats score another run. Doing a lot of this with 2 outs. And Foley still at first base for Chris Hettinger. 2 in the first, 3 more here in the second for the Cats. One-0 pitch. Runner takes off. This one hit down the third baseline. That's going to be extra bases for Hettinger. Foley rounds third. He gets the stop sign and in at second base with a double, Chris Hettinger. So Hettinger with 2 hits so far. The Wildcats with 6 on the game. And Drew Bradley will bat. He bounced into a fielder's choice his last time up. 2 more guys in scoring position here. Top of the second, Cats already up 5-0.
Drew Bradley, number 11.
Pitch low. That's going to get back to the screen, and Foley, as we talked about earlier, will come in to score, and it's 6-0. Hettinger goes to third. He is 90 feet away. Lincoln with a couple of errors here in this inning. Meade, the 1-0. Hit back into the screen. And the count evens up at 1-1, so Cody Morton will have a nice little cushion to go out and work with in the bottom of the second inning. The 1-1. Fastball blisters the outside corner, and Meade works ahead 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Curveball punched into right field. Will that get down? Yes, it will. Bradley stumbles over first base. Hettinger comes in to score. Play at second base, and he's gone. Didn't look good right from the beginning, but it is 7-0 as Bradley singles to right, gets thrown out at second base. So 7-0 after 1.5. Cats over Lincoln here at Hill Field. We'll take a break. This is Wildcat Baseball on 18 WJTS. Welcome back to Hill Field. Colin Jackson leads things off as Cody Morton works with a 7-run lead here. First pitch to Jackson, pumped in for a strike. Hambrick and Benson to follow for the Alice's. Lincoln had a man reach on an air, sacrifice to second, but that's where it stopped scoring-wise. This one thumbed into left field for a base hit, and the Alice's get their first hit of the game, a leadoff single here in the second. Hambrick, the third baseman, will bat for the Alice's.
23, third baseman, Drew Hambrick.
One and 0. Oh, it's 1-1. Morton with the runner at first, nobody out. Double play situation in order out there. Good block by Drew Bradley there. 2-1 now. Hambrick, right-handed batter, play him straight away in the outfield. Medium depth, 7-0 Cats. Here's the next pitch on the way from Morton. Foul back into the screen. And the count evens at 2-2. Again, North, be a big game in the SIAC tomorrow night, makeup game out at Rookser Field. off Thursday, then the trip to Southridge, and a trip to Forest Park for a 1 o'clock game on Saturday at Ranger Field. Forest Park playing awfully well. Southridge retooling with a young roster. They'll be getting ready for their tournament. They'll be okay. The 2-2 into the dirt. Bradley blocks that. Lincoln in Southridge's tournament. Raiders drew Gibson Southern and the bye. They'll play on Monday about 1:30 out there at Princeton's Gil Hodges Field on the new turf. The 3-2. Morton blows him away. Got him to reach for one. Strikeout for Cody Morton. His second strikeout of the young ball game with one out.
Right fielder,
Caden Benson.
Raiden Benson.
So Benson waits and they throw over. Wright applies the tag. Jackson singled. Hambrick strikes out, and Benson the hitter. Left-handed batter deep in the box against Morton, who comes to the high set and turns it loose. Fouls it back into Bradley's glove, and Morton works ahead 0-1. Lincoln has a state championship. They just celebrated the 20-year anniversary of the 2002 state championship. Ball hit into right field for a base hit. Jackson going to try for third. Here comes the throw in, and Foley applies the tag. They got him. They throw back into second base. And that gets away, but backing up is Hedinger, so they cut down the runner at third base. Hedinger fires it in there, 2 away. Alice is down 7, got the runner thrown out at third.
David Wilson.
So Benson's out at second base after the second Lincoln hit of the night. Wilson, the catcher, bat, still man in scoring position. 2 away. Morton, plateward, low. So Lincoln bats here in the home second, down 7-zip. Morton fires it home. Good pitch outside corner, and it evens the count at 1-1. Ball dotted the corner. Cody works really well in that lower portion of the zone. Checks the runner at second base once and deals it into the dirt. Once again, Bradley a block. Forms that triangle with his glove, shin guards, and chest protector, and just falls right on it. 2-1 with 2 away. Runner out at second base. That's Benson. Morton trying to get out of the inning. Looks in, fires it. That is low, 3-1 now. Stoffe, the center fielder, waits on deck for Lincoln. (3-1). Walked him on 5 pitches. So Morton gives up his first walk of the game. Bit the Cats against Carmel. They had 9.
Center fielder number 3, Zach Steffi.
Chanley will courtesy run here for Wilson, the catcher. That's a strike. 0-1 here. Zach Stoffe, the center fielder. 0-1. Ball gets away from Bradley. He's going to try to get the runner moving up to third base, and he's gone as well. Bradley recovers in a hurry, and a caught stealing to end the inning. 7-0 Jasper as we head to the third. We'll take a break and have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Lincoln. Matthew Wright to lead things off for the Cats, up 7-0. They got 5 back in the top of the second inning. Meade on for inning number 3. He fires it home. Low. 1-0. Popped up. Foul territory. First base side. And a catch made by Meade over near the netting. Good play by Meade, the pitcher getting off the mound. Catcher Wilson went over there as well. 1 away. Kind of gave up on it. But Coach Howard is going to have to make a catch over there in the portable press box. Will Wallace stands in. He walked and scored. Swing and a miss. Wallace again walked and scored earlier. 7-0 Cats here in the third, and they want to add on. They've been stuck not run ruling some folks here early in the season or midway through the season. It's 1-2 now to Wallace. Like and Allbrand to follow. It's a good at-bat situation here for Wallace. Down on the count with 1 away. Meade drops the glove and pushes it home. Breaking ball, Wallace, the second, taken by Jackson. A humpback liner. And 2 away for Like, who dropped a sacrifice bunt down earlier to help the Wildcats score a run.
Center fielder number 3, Ryan Luck.
So Like gets in, 7-0 Cats. Meade out of the full line, brings it home. Strike at the knees to Ryan. 0-1 with 2 away. Jack Allbrand waits on deck. Cats with a 7-hit attack to go along with those 7 runs. Lincoln with 3 errors. Like pops it up into center. Stoffi drifts back a couple of steps and makes the grab. Wildcats go quietly in the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Cats lead the Owls 7-0. We're back to Hillfield in Vincennes with more here on 18 WJTS. Back to Hillfield, we head to the home third. Wildcats lead 7-0. Cody Morton throwing 2-hit baseball so far. So Steffi is how you pronounce that, my bad. Steffi, the center fielder in that 9-hole for Lincoln. Hits it on the ground to Foley, and he just lets that play him for an error into left field. Second error for the Cats. So that turns the lineup over to the top, and Ethan Jones, who reached on an error himself. Again, Morton can throw that ground ball, get that double play. Cats here in the last 3 or 4 games have been good with that double play ball. Hold the runner on at first. They throw over. Morton comes home. That is a strike at the letters. 0-1. Plateward. That is high. 1-1 here. Morton fires it. Swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Morton. A couple of strikeouts so far. He had a 2-run homer back in the first to get things started, did Cody. Trying to get Jones the leadoff man. Morton comes to the set and will deliver the 1-2 to Jones. Ball back to Morton. He'll throw to first base. Double play. Morton took a base hit away and turned it into a double play, fielding his position. That's big time right there. 2 away. So Perito, who sacrificed, bunted earlier. The ball was screaming back through the middle. Morton flagged it down, and Dagan Perito bats. Got on and missed. Bottom of the third, Alice's trail 7-0 here. Morton will kick and deal. Chop foul. The 0-2. Got it. Morton struck him out. Cody, a good inning here. 3 up, 3 down with the double play. We'll head to the top of the fourth, 7-0 Cats. This is Jasper Baseball on 18 WJTS. Back to Hill Field, Cats 7, Alice's nothing. Jack Allbrand, Ben Hankey, and Cody Morton, the hitters.
Jack Allbrand leading off here in the top of the fourth.
Brand takes it out of the zone. Braden Benson now on the hill for Lincoln. So Benson, second pitcher of the game for the Alices. The 2-0 to Jack. Strike. So 3 innings, 7 hits, 7 runs. Did not strike out a batter, did Meade, and he walked the batter. The 2-1 to Jack. That is upstairs. Allbrand ahead in the count, 3-1 here. Popped out the third in his previous plate appearance. Took a big healthy cut, comes up empty, and the count runs full. So Benson, the lefty, on here. This one fouled away. Catcher Wilson could not hang on. The 3-2 to the Wildcat left fielder. Allbrand swings and misses, one away. So, first strikeout for Alice's pitching. It's Benson. And Hankey, who was 2 for 2, singled and scored and drove in a run with a triple in his last at-bat. One away, Cats lead 7-0 here in the top of the fourth. Cats kept off the board last inning. Hankey slugs this one into center, but right at Steffi, and he makes the play. 2 away for Morton, who hit a 2-run homer back in the first, reached on an air and came around to score.
Number 5, Cody Morton.
Oh, and 1. Pitch out there. Cats in North tomorrow. 6:30 out at Rookser. We'll have it for you at 10. Should be a great game. Those 2 teams, along with Castle, perhaps the 3 favorites for that 4A sectional down at Bossy Field. North, Castle, Central. They're in the top half of that bracket. Cats with Harrison in the bye game, but got to go down there and play, that's for sure. The 1-1. Morton chops it foul toward the Lincoln dugout. And Cody down on the count, 1-2 with Foley on deck. Cats with 2 in the first, 5 in the second, off the board in the third, trying to get something going here in the fourth, the 1-2. Morton swings one in the dirt. Wilson will pick it up, throw to first base to complete the strikeout. And the Cats once again off the board, 3 up, 3 down here in the fourth. We'll head to the home fourth. Alice's trail Jasper 7-0. We'll have more after this on 18 WJTS. Back of the park, we go to the bottom of the fourth. Alice is down 7-0 against Cody Morton and the Wildcats. Blake Mead will stand in. First pitch fouled back. Morton through the first three. 2 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts and a walk. Mead a strikeout victim back in the first. Morton out ahead 0-1 and brings it home. Outside Black for a strike. Again, that game at Southridge on Friday, 6 o'clock. Saturday at Forest Park at 1. So a couple of good games, or 3 good games to end the week. Did he go? No, he did not. So it's 1-2. Morton kicks and deals. High fastball. And Allbrand started last night. Probably Noblet tomorrow against North. Foley toward the weekend. He pitched on Saturday. Keep him on that 7-day deal. This one punched into left center field. He put a charge into that one. And it's up against the wall. And Mead will be in at second base with a stand-up double. Turned that one around pretty well for the third. Alice's hit of the game. Madden, the first baseman, will bat. Cats through Mead a fastball after not looking particularly good on a breaking pitch. So Madden flew out to Like in center earlier. Swing and a miss. 0-1 runner at second, nobody out. Jasper 7, Lincoln nothing in the fourth. Morton straightens up on the mound and fires it home low, blocked by Bradley. 1-1. Nobody out here. Runner at second for Lincoln. Jackson waits on deck. Cats have out hit the Alice's 7-3 so far. Lead on the board 7-0. Morton wheels back towards second. One and one. Morton brings it home. Fastball, snap, throw down to second. Runner is back. And wind basically dying down. Pitch, low. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Ball gets away from Bradley. Gonna have to throw to first. Runner will move up to third. One away. Morton gets the strikeout. Third strikeout, or I should say fourth strikeout for Morton. And Colin Jackson, who singled earlier, will bat.
Number 8, Colin Jackson.
Jackson gets in, runner at third here with one man gone. Jasper leads 7-0. Morton throws it. This one popped up, out of play. 0-1 here at Hill Field. 7-0 Jasper in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2 in the first, 5 in the second for the Cats. Morton a 2-run homer if you just joined us, as he homers on back-to-back nights. Had a 3-run shot at Gibson last night. Morton gets him to pop it up. Like will charge in from center field. Could have a play at the plate. Like cuts it loose, and the runner stays at third. 2 away.
Number 23, Drew Hambrick.
Hambrick, the third baseman, will bat. This one popped down the right field line. Hettinger will chase it in foul territory. 312 down that right field line here at Hill Field. Owls play football over at Inman Field near Gregg Park. Play basketball out at the high school. After all those years at Adams Coliseum, this one hit on the ground to Foley. He smothers it, taps the glove, and throws on and gets his man. So a leadoff double wasted by the Alices as Foley retires the hitter Hambrick. We'll head to the top of the fifth. Cats on top 7-0. This is Wildcat Baseball on 18 WJTS. Back to Hill Field. Cats lead 7-0 as play goes to the fifth. Benson on for his second inning of work in relief of Meade, the starter. Cats had a 3-up, 3-down inning against Benson back in the fourth. Cats have had a problem, again, punching teams out in 5. They've got some big leads and then kind of shut it down. Foley swings and misses. 1-1. Be patient against this soft-tossing left-hander. The 1-1 delivery. Foley pops it up. Foul territory, first base side. The 1-2. Foley again wasted foul. Looks like he's jumping at the ball a little bit. So the count is 1-2 to the Wildcat third baseman Connor Foley. The 1-2 skips out of the way. Foley, Hettinger, and Drew Bradley, the hitters here. 7-0 Cats. 7 hits so far for the Jasper 9. Again, 17-4 on the season, the 2-2. Foley pops it into left. And the catch made by Jones out there, one away. Can you sit at ground level? You got to see those balls go away from you from ground level. So one away for Chris Hettinger, singled and doubled.
Number 16, Chris Hettinger.
This one hit on the ground past the third baseman, Hambrick. Hettinger rounds first, and he will jug for second base, and he's in with a double. Eighth hit of the game for the Wildcats. A runner at second for Drew Bradley, who is 1 for 2.
Number 11, Drew Bradley.
Bradley takes it high. Throw in behind the runner, and they're going to have the base runner picked off. The ball got away from the third baseman. Now the Cats are going to be able to score. They can't locate the ball. 8-0. Alice has had Hettinger dead, but he gets away. And Lincoln couldn't find the ball, and it's now 8-0 Wildcats. With one out and Bradley at the plate here in the top of the fifth inning. Pitch outside to Bradley. Matthew Wright waits on deck. Two 2-0. Benson Flips it up there. Bradley takes a strike at the letters. It's 2-1. So another run here in the top of the fifth makes it 8-0 Cats. It's out 3-1. Again, Benson, the second hurler of the game for the Alices. (3-1). Bradley takes a big swing. 3-2 now. So Henninger scores on that double, or he doubled and then scored on the Lincoln miscue. The 3-2. Bradley fouls it off, swung at ball 4. The 3-2. Bradley pops it up, first base side, going over his Madden near the Cat railing, and he makes the play. 2 gone. So Matthew Wright stands in. He's 0 for 2 in the game today, which is rare. 1 across here in the fifth for the Cats, 8-0. Jasper on top, 2 away, bases clean. Pitch to Wright is low. Next pitch. Catches the corner. One and one, Benson fires it to right. Skips out of the way of that pitch. Will Wallace, the designated hitter, is on deck. Inside, 3-1. Called strike. Wright thought it was ball 4. Umpires usually don't like that. So it's 3-2 with 2 gone. Wright fouls it off toward the Lincoln dugout, third base side. Cats with North tomorrow, then the Southridge Forest Park deal coming up. 3-2 now to Wright. Strike 3. Cats do pick up a run, though, here in the fifth, and they lead the Alices 8-0. We'll come back with more from Hill Field after this. Back to Hill Field, bottom of the fifth. Cats lead 8-0. Raiden Benson leads things off. He singled. Was caught stealing his last time up. Cody Morton in for inning number 5, throwing 3-hit baseball for the Wildcats. The lefty waits, and Morton throws it low, 1-0. Benson, Wilson, and Sneffy, the bottom 3 of Tim Hutchison's batting order. 2-0 from Cody. Misses inside, runs it to 3-0. Lincoln bats here in the fifth. Wharton get me over fastball. It's 3-1. Catches the outside corner. 3-2 now. Morton with 4 strikeouts. The 3-2. And that's back to the screen, a leadoff walk here. So Morton gives up his second free pass. Throw over back with the dive. Wilson stands in. Morton had a big 1U3 double play back in the third on a line drive right back through the middle. Double the runner off first. High fastball misses. Checked his swing. Wilson walked earlier. We play here in the home fifth at Hill Field, 8-0 Cats. Morton comes home low. That bullpen might get up and running here in the near future. (2-0). Strike outside corner there. Oh, the old sound of cleats on concrete. 2-1, but a throw over. Let's see if the Cats can get a double play ball here. Atkins and Hankey up the middle, Foley at third. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. And he got it. Struck him out. One away. Fifth strikeout for Cody Morton. And that'll bring up Steffi, the center fielder. Reached on an air earlier. This one lined into right. Hedinger chases it into the corner area, makes the catch. 2 away. Try to keep that leadoff walk at first base here in the bottom of the fifth. Dallas's trail Jasper 8-0 back of the top, and Ethan Jones. Again, he was the one that hit into that line drive double play. I mean, he hit it right at Morton's cap, and Cody threw the glove up and presence of mind to throw on to first to get the double play. Runner at first. Morton throws a breaking ball. It hangs high. In for a strike there, 1-1. Morton pumps it in there. Here's a delivery. Caught on and missed. Runner tries to go up to second base. They snap the throw down to first base, and he is safe. Got back in. That's what happens when you start reaching. Puts the doubt in the umpire's mind. He did get back, though. So Morton can get out of this with just another strike here to Jones. He's out ahead 1-2. Cody in that stretch position brings the hands together. The high set and the 1-2. He got him to chase it. Strikeout for Cody Morton. And the Alice's are finished here in the fifth through 5 at Hill Field. Cats 8. Alice's nothing. We'll step aside to have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 at WJTS. Back to Hill Field, top of the sixth we go. Will Wallace, Ryan Like, and Jack Albrand against Benson, who's had some success against the Wildcats. Jasper did score 1 in the fifth. Wallace takes it for a strike, 0-1, 8-0 Jasper. 8 hits on the game for the Wildcats. The 0-1. Wallace fouls it straight back into the parking lot. Cars beware. Have a softball game over there at the Lincoln softball field. Playing Jasper, in fact. 0-2. Softball sectional in a couple of weeks as well. The 0-2. Got it. Struck him out. For a strikeout for Benson since coming on. That'll bring up Ryan Like, who lined to center and also struck out.
Number 3, Ryan Luck.
One out here in the sixth. Smashes it right at third, but Hambrick able to field it. It was right to him, and he makes the play. 2 up, 2 gone for Allbrand, the left fielder. He's 0 for 2 in the game tonight. Now facing the lefty for the second time, Benson. Allbrand gets in.
Number 2, Jack Allbrand.
Pitch low. 1-0. That takes it high. The 1-1 to the Wildcat left fielder, Jack Allbrand. Does not offer at it. Back of the top, and Hankey should Allbrand get on here in the sixth. Low, 3-1. Two in the first, 5 in the second, and 1 in the fifth for the Cats. The 3-1 to Jack, and he walks him on 5 pitches. Benson walks his second free pass issued by the Alice's, and Hankey will bat. Tim Hutchinson out to talk it over with his lefty here. Tim Hutchison was the coach at Washington for a long time before coming back to his alma mater. His family, of course, Susan Allbrand and Pat, the rest of the Hutchisons, just first-class people down here, and very cool that down through the years they've had all kinds of family members play for both the Alice's and the Wildcats in a long line of athletic events dating back a long time. That is in for a strike to Hankey, and it is 0-1. Just really good people. Pitch low in the dirt, and that'll allow Jack to go up to second base. They airmail the throw into center field, and Allbrand's going to scurry up to third. So he'll be there with 2 outs. The ball was in the dirt. They tried to throw it behind him. And the 5th error of the game for the Alice's. One and one. Pitch low. Catcher keeps it in the circle. 8-0 Cats here as we play in the top of the 6th. Hankey singled, tripled, and then lined to center. As the 9th run of the game out there at third base. And Jack Allbrand, who walked earlier. Benson, the lefty against Hankey with a 2-1 count, will let it fly. Hankey pounds it into center again, but Steffi, right in his tracks, makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. Once again, the Alice's keep the Cats off the board. We'll head to the home 6th. 8-0 Jasper. We're back to Hill Field after this on 18 WJTS. Back of the ballpark. Cats lead 8-0 as we head to the home 6th. Maverick Merkel goes into play second. Tyler Atkins goes behind home plate to do the catching. Morton still on for inning number 6, throwing 3-hit baseball. Perito will bat here for the Alice's. Pops him up, first pitch of the inning. Hedinger and Like come together, and it's Like making the play, 1 away. So Morton induces the pop-up. Lincoln is stranded 4 so far in the game. Here comes Meade, who started on the hill. He's 1 for 2. He doubled against Cody. It's wide of the bag at third, 0-1. Alice is bat here in the home fifth at Hill Field. It's a SIAC game. Lincoln came in with Jasper in the league. There was some talk that maybe the Alices would leave the league, but they are still going to be in, 0-2. Hired a basketball coach here in the last couple of weeks, Dave Mahurin, a veteran. Led Rockville to the state championship earlier, and it's strike three as Morton gets the strikeout, 2 away. Morton gets the strikeout. 7 strikeouts for Morton. In fact, he's had 1 in every inning so far and 2 back in the 5th. So Madden, the hitter, he's 0 for 2. Morton throws this one low, and it's 2-0. Due up for the Cats in the 7th will be Morton, Foley, and Hettinger. 2, 3, and 4. Again, Merkel at second, and Atkins behind the plate. The 2-0 pitch, and it's low. So Morton runs it to 3-0 with 2 away. It's a strike inside corner, just pumped it in there. The 3-1 offering. Pops him up, right field. Hettinger will grab it for the third out of the inning. Wildcats will come to the plate here in the top of the 7th inning, leading the Alices 8-0. We'll step aside and have more Wildcat baseball on the road on WJTS. Back to Hill Field for the 7th. Cody Morton leads things off against Vincennes. Cats lead 8-0. Morton digs in from the right side. A 2-run homer back in the first to get the score going, and he pops this one up into right field. And the right fielder Meade will make the play for the first out here on the 7th. Connor Foley working on a 1-for-3 game gets in.
Now stepping to the plate, Connor Foley.
This one popped into right. Going over once again is Meade. First pitch swinging. Looks like the Wildcats have a little dinner reservation. And Sternberg will stand in now in the place of Hettinger here. Andrew Sternberg will stand in.
Bench hitting for the Wildcats, number 20, Andrew Sternberg.
Sternberg takes it for a strike. Due up for the Alices in the 7th. Jackson, Hambrick, and Benson. Middle of that order, or toward the middle to lower part of that order. 0-1. Cats lead 8-0. Sternberg at the plate with 2 outs. Quickly, it's 0-2. Maverick Merkel would be next. Hettinger a couple of doubles in the game before having Sternberg bat for him. 2 away. Benson brings it home. Fouls it off, third base side, toward the Lincoln dugout. 0-2. Offering. Out of the zone. The 0-2. He got him, struck him out. So the Wildcats go in order here in the 7th. They'll try to nail it down. They lead the Lincoln Alice's 8-0. We're back to Hill Field with more after this. Back to Hill Field. Cody Morton looking for a complete game here tonight. Cats lead 8-0 as we head to the 7th. This one hit on the ground to Foley at third. Glove falls off, picks up the ball, and throws on to first base. Not every day you pick up a ball with your glove on the ground, and Foley retires Jackson on the first pitch, or Morton does to Foley. It's been an adventure over at third for Connor today. So Hambrick, who is 0 for 2. Connor took care of him earlier as well. Left-handed batter. Morton has pitched a really good ball game, swung on and missed here. New hitter in the game for Hambrick is Primus. Primus hitting the 1-1 low. Cats will most probably pick up that 18th win of the season against 4 losses heading into the game with North tomorrow. That'll be a doozy out at Rooksor. It's 3-1 to the pinch hitter. Morton drops it home. Swung on and missed. At this point, Morton just wants to throw strikes. Want to put it in play or swing and miss. A 3-2. And he swings at ball 4, and it's 3-2 and holding. One out here in the 7th. Alice's trail Jasper 8-0. 2 in the first. Morton a 2-run shot, 5 more in the second. Cats added 1 in the 5th. And 2 away. Morton gets the strikeout. We'll bring up Benson, the pitcher. Oh, Benson will stand in. First pitch to him. Strike outside corner. 0-1 with 2 away. Morton looks in. Fire the 0-1 to Benson here with 2 outs in the 7th. Fastball high. Morton looking for his 4th win of the season. 1-1. Morton throws it to Benson. Cut on and missed. 1-2. Morton 1 pitch away from ending this one here at Hill Field. Line drive down the right field line. 4th hit of the game for the Alices. Hettinger goes over to cut it off, and Benson's in with a double. And the Alices stay alive here in the home 7th. Johnson will hit here. Johnson hitting for the Alices with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Keegan Johnson. Again, the Alices in the 3A sectional at Gil Hodges Field in Princeton. Longtime rival of Jasper in the 3A sectional that they always played in. Several great games. Of course, the infamous helmet game that everybody loves to talk about. The 0-1, several others that, and that's where the rivalry begins with and ends with these games that can end each other's season. The 0-1. Pop Fowl, they often talk about, the Jasper Southridge or the Jasper Forest Park rivalry. That's been great down through the years, especially but now it's kind of tailed away a little bit with when you can't end somebody's season. Although it's a big game when they get together, but the rivalries when your season's on the line. Morton gets him to swing and miss, and this one's over. Cody Morton, a complete game 4-hitter for the Wildcats. Jasper goes to 18-4 with North coming in tomorrow night at Rooksor Field. 6:30 start. We'll have it for you at 10 on 18 WJTS. So the Wildcats behind the Cody Morton complete game beat the Alices 8-0. That'll wrap it up here from Hill Field in Vincennes. For Jeremy Marcos, I'm Kurt Guxell saying good night from Knox County.